Do you ever feel like your life is full but somehow empty? Like every day is rushing past you, your to-do list is endless, your phone never stops buzzing, and the spaces around you, your desk, your kitchen, your room, feel heavy and cluttered. You try to do everything, but nothing feels calm, focused, or joyful. You wish you could clear the chaos, breathe, and finally make space for what truly matters. Well, that is exactly what we're going to explore together this month. I'm so excited. Hello, and welcome back to Holistic Balance, where we bridge science and spirituality. My name is Lisa. I'm a Reiki Master teacher, psychology graduate, and certified coach. And this month, we're going to simplify and detox to create space for what really, really matters. So let me tell you a little story. I remember sitting at my desk, and I wanted to focus, I wanted to work, but somehow everything felt too much. You know, I had piles of papers lying around. There were pencils. There was a cup. There was a glass. There was noise outside. There was noise from other people in the house. My phone was going off, and I was doing so many things at the same time, but I just simply couldn't enjoy. I couldn't focus. My mind was racing. My energy was scattered. And I couldn't even hear my own intuition anymore. I was just sitting there and I wanted to just scream and everything to pause and to stop. And the more I tried to keep up, the more chaos I felt inside. And then it hit me. It wasn't just the stuff. It was how it shaped my inner world, my thoughts, my energy, my ability to make decisions and to feel inspired. Because every aspect, every corner of my life was speaking a language of overwhelm. And I had to learn how to listen and to respond in a new way. And maybe that sounds familiar to you. Maybe your computer is filled with documents and pictures. Maybe your phone storage is full. Maybe you have apps that you haven't opened in a while. Maybe you follow people on social media that don't feel aligned anymore. Maybe your desk, your office, your kitchen, everything feels messy. You know me. I love talking about the science of things and I want to know why and how and everything. So one important aspect that we need to look at when we talk about simplifying or when we feel like our life is just cluttered and overwhelming. So our brains can only process a limited amount of information at a time because it goes through a filter, right? But the more you are presented with things, the more your brain has to filter, so the more it has to work. So when there's too many things competing for your attention, emails, notification, piles of stuff, they overload your mind and they make it harder to focus. They also make it harder to relax, to rest, to disconnect. Have you ever tried to really relax in a room that is just filled with stuff? It's impossible. So the more stimuli you're surrounded by, the less able you are to concentrate on what really matters. And I feel like the next thing I'm going to say, a lot of people are going to resonate with. Over time, decision fatigue sets in. So when we're constantly making small choices about things that don't matter, our energy is drained, and that leaves little capacity for the decisions that truly shape our lives. Imagine you get up in the morning and your room is incredibly cluttered. There's things everywhere. There's unfinished projects. There's things that need to be thrown out. There's things that need to be put away. All of that requires your attention. And a lot of times that happens subconsciously. It's not something that we consciously think about. It's something that happens within milliseconds. But we have to make the decision to not focus on that right now. That's a decision that has to be made for every single pile of things that you have surrounding you. And it's not just mental. Your nervous system responds to clutter, noise, and overstimulation by staying on alert. So your energy feels scattered, your body can't relax, and creativity, flow, and aligned action become almost impossible. But here's the beautiful part. It's in our power to change that. When we start creating space, physically, digitally, mentally, and energetically, everything can change. Your mind can finally focus on the things that are truly important. Your body relaxes, you start to breathe again. Inspiration and clarity begin to flow naturally. And I think everyone has experienced that feeling of everything feels stuffed and cluttered, and then you step outside or you clean your space and suddenly you feel like you can breathe again. Simplifying is not just tidying your desk or deleting apps from your phone. Yes, that's part of it. But simplifying is an invitation to reclaim your energy, your attention, and your ability to make aligned choices. It's a gentle but powerful way to open room for what truly matters, to make space for joy, creativity, presence. When you simplify, you create a pathway for your life to feel lighter, calmer, and more in control. And I'm not talking about control as in you need to micromanage every single thing. I'm talking about control as in you don't feel like you are controlled by other things. You are feeling as if your life is lived by other things. I actually had a client that I was working with, and she was telling me that she really struggled with throwing things away. She really struggled with her desk being full of things, but she just couldn't throw those pieces of papers out, the notebooks, the tablet that is not working anymore. We worked through that, and at some point she realized that those things were representations of her inner world. It wasn't that she needed to make decisions on each pile by itself or the decision to throw away the tablet. It was way deeper than that. It was her allowing herself to rest, to let go of what no longer serves her, to disconnect, and to really make space for what feels truly aligned. So this month, I'm on a mission. And I'm doing this with you. I had a call with a friend yesterday, and I was telling her how this challenge, this journey that we're on this month, this series we're doing, feels so incredibly aligned because I need to personally simplify my life. So my mission for this month is to simplify and detox my life as much as I can in just 4 weeks. That means decluttering my physical spaces, my desk, my wardrobe, kitchen, bedroom, as well as my digital spaces, like my phone, my apps, my other devices. But it also means decluttering my energy. It means noticing the thoughts, habits, and commitments that silently drain me and learning how to protect my energy and set boundaries. So this month on this channel, we're focusing on simplify and detox, creating space for what really matters. I am so excited. I had such a blast preparing this. Every week, I will share a meditation or two. Sometimes there's going to be two and a podcast on Sunday where we'll explore decluttering and detoxing in different areas of our lives. And this week, our focus is simple because it all has to start with awareness. So your job for this week is simply noticing the clutter in your life. Where's your energy scattered? What spaces, tasks, or thoughts feel heavy, draining, or overwhelming? The goal is not to fix everything at once. The goal is to simply become aware of what is taking up space in your life that doesn't serve you. If you want a gentle, guided way to notice this every day, I've created a free Simplify and Detox Awareness Tracker, a tool to help you reflect, observe, and slowly create space in your life. And if you want to go all in, I created a Simplify and Detox Kit that gives you a full roadmap to declutter your life and protect your energy this month. The links are in the description below. And for today, I just invite you to pause. Pause for a moment and reflect. What makes simplifying your life important to you? What would it give you if you could reclaim your space and your energy? And as always, share your thoughts in the comments. I really love chatting with you and interacting with you because after all, we're in this together. We are on this journey of simplifying our lives together. And just imagine where we could be by the end of this month if we really go all in. So over the next few weeks, we will explore areas you might not even realize are draining your energy. We'll declutter your physical spaces, your digital life, and even your energetic and mental space. Since you know me, you know that I love talking about the science of things. We're going to talk about the psychology, the neuroscience. We're going to dive deep into all of it. And while we'll uncover strategies and practices along the way. And for those of you who did the 31-day meditation challenge, will remember me saying that at the end of every meditation. The real transformation happens when you take these small, intentional steps each day. Creating space for inspiration, aligned action, and joy to flow into your life. Actually, right now, I have a post-it on my computer that says consistency is key. So are you ready to go all in, to be consistent? This is not about adding more to your plate. It's actually the opposite. This month is about creating space for what matters to you, not anyone else. It's about reclaiming your energy, your clarity, your creativity, and your joy. And we'll take it one step at a time together. And I can't wait to be on this journey with you. If you want to learn more about the freebie I created for you, the Simplify Detox Kit to really go all in, you find the links in the description below. And I'll meet you here next time. Goodbye.